Men need physical intimacy or sex much more than you. But I'm going to explain what I mean, so give me a moment. My name is Kieran and I am a dating coach. I've been coaching men for like 5, 6, 7 years. It's been a while, but I've recently decided to coach women too. In all the time that I've spent working with men around dating, attraction, stuff like this, I've learned quite a few things about the male gender that women just do not know, have no idea about because society doesn't want you to know. So I'm going to tell you all of them in this channel. If you like the cut of my jib and if you get value from it, if what I say like sparks some inspiration inside of you, get my free ebook, 12 Secrets About Attracting Men Society Doesn't Want You to Know. Now let's get cracking with this one. Men need sex more than you. Yours truly is not like a misogynist who's like, a real woman is not meant to enjoy sex or women don't enjoy intimacy or anything like this. No. I know wholeheartedly that women physically enjoy sex more than men. I know that if a woman and a man are getting amorous and they are both enjoying it to the fullest extent to which they are physically capable, the woman will enjoy it more. I have witnessed women who have been enjoying themselves and they are enjoying themselves to a degree that isn't physically possible for me or any man that I know. While you guys enjoy the act more, men crave it more on an emotional level. Say you're in a relationship with a man. For one reason or another, you just decide that you just don't want any sex. Months and months, he's trying and you don't want it. You say another time, you push him away. Another time, you push him away. What he's hearing in these moments is, I am ugly. I am worthless. I have no value. I am nothing. I am small, I'm inconsequential. I am literally like a piece of excrement you scraped off the bottom of your shoe. And I literally mean that. I mean that 1,000%. That's what's going on in his mind. Here's something that most men never tell women at all. Something that most women have no idea about men. As a woman, once you hit the age of, I don't know, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 puberty, the world told you directly and indirectly that your value was tied to the amount of time that you could say no. You don't want to be a SLUT. The more you can say no, the more value you have because you don't want to be easy. Nobody wants to be easy. No one wants to be the village bike, right? Guys are taught the exact opposite. As a man, what we are taught is that our value is intrinsically, and I mean intrinsically, linked to how successfully we can get you to open our legs for us. Think about this. Woman engages in lots of fornication. She's an SLUT. Man engages in lots of fornication. He's an STUD. Now, why would that be? It's because it's different for he and different for she. This world looks at it in a different way. How do people view incels? They laugh at them and ridicule. Why do we laugh at and ridicule incels? Because they're men who have no ability to get sex from women. Find me any man who is successful. He's risen to the top of business. Let me get my beverage. He's risen to the top of some business corporate ladder. He's a successful musician. He's a successful author. Maybe he's a successful YouTuber. You find me some man who's successful, provided that man is straight, I will find you a man who in large part gained his success because he was consciously thinking, if I become successful, women will want to sleep with me. This is how much it actually means to men. A lot. I don't know about you personally, my dear madam, but how did you feel about your virginity? I'll tell you how I felt about mine. I hated it. I was not a fan of it at all. By the time I realized I was a virgin, because of course at some point you're a virgin and you don't know. When I was 4, I didn't realize being a virgin was a thing. But by the time I realized what it was, I was not a fan and I wanted rid of it Immediately, I wanted it gone. This is like the focal point of men's lives. Is what we base it all around. The ability to attract women. Here's the thing. Have you ever heard of men referring to having sex as getting lucky? Why do men call having sex getting lucky? Because the idea is it's this thing that you want to happen, you wish would happen, but you don't know how to make it happen. And if it does happen for you, it must be luck. You don't know how to make it happen on command. You didn't drive to work luckily today. You just got in your car, you put your key in the ignition, and you started it up and you drove to work, right? There was no luck involved. But men refer to sex as getting lucky. Why? Because it's good if it happens, but you don't know how. And the point is this: you're with a guy. You've effectively said to him, as he has said to you, look, I am the only person, the only Homo sapien, the only female that you are ever going to engage in any form of sexual activity with until our relationship is ended. That's what you're saying. It's like, cool, boom. Now, that's difficult for a lot of men in and of itself, but that's another video. So you say that to him, boom. Then you're like, wow, I don't want to have sex with you though. More importantly, or just as important, you can't have sex with anybody else. He's feeling rejected. Something that is really important to men is to feel like sexually accepted, sexually wanted, sexually craved. Like it feels good. It feels good. Like as a man, I will tell you that when a woman wants me, you don't know how that feels, because for so many men, we never really get to feel it, because even when women have sex with us, it often feels like a chore or like not a chore, like, okay, so you have logically done this and this and this. So now I'm going to open up my legs and bequeath my flower to you. That kind of thing. We fantasize about feeling chosen. This is literally why, if you watch like pornography and you're on Pornhub, you will see videos of men who are just going about their day-to-day lives like they're fixing some woman's Wi-Fi, and this woman is gorgeous and she just wants him. She wants him from the get-go and without him needing to do a damn thing. Why does she just want him? Well, doesn't matter why she wants him. She wants him. The point is, why is that something that you always see in porn? Because that's the kind of thing that men fantasize about, right? But then what's the exact opposite of that fantasy? If the fantasy is just being accepted sexually for who you are, there's something about you, Mr. Man. There's something about you. You're beautiful. You're incredible. You're charismatic. You're vivacious. You're intelligent. You're dominant. You're wise. You're hilarious. You're oh so sexy. If that is the fantasy, what's the opposite? The opposite of a fantasy would be like a nightmare hellscape. And a nightmare hellscape is being in a situation where women just don't want you at all, like an incel. If you're in a relationship with a man and you are denying him sex, now don't get me wrong, right? Obviously, I'm not here trying to say you need to be your man's sex slave, and anytime he wants it, day or night, you have to get down on your knees and tie your hair back like they do on Instagram. I ain't saying that. Would it be bad if you did that? It really wouldn't, but I ain't saying that. Obviously, there's times when you're in the mood, there's times when you're not. I am saying to you that if you consistently, and The Rock says consistently, reject your man time upon time upon time again, you are hurting him on a core level. It's something that men never speak about, but you're hurting him to the degree it's honestly like abuse, because he is being told, you're not saying it, but he's being told that he's worthless, ugly, disgusting, pathetic, trash, that he doesn't inspire carnal feelings. I like to feel like I inspire carnal feelings in a woman. And if we're going to keep it a buck, you like to feel like you inspire carnal feelings in a man. Who doesn't want to feel that way? Gay people want to feel like they're inspiring carnal feelings in other gay people. You know what I mean? If you're switching that off, you're killing him. Now, here's the thing. Here's what happens when you kill this guy. It's not even just like, oh, poor man, you're hurting him. When you are killing this man, it reflects back onto you as well. And I don't mean in an esoteric, like, oh, you're putting negativity out into the universe or something like this, or you should feel guilty. What I mean is that man is going to resent the hell out of you. And that resent is eventually going to turn into hatred. And he will stop doing things that you like and that are important to you. Let's say you need a massage on a weekly basis. Those massages are going to stop, or the intensity and effort with which he massages you is going to drop massively. Let's say he always buys you your favorite packet of biscuits on his way home from work. That's going to stop. He's going to starting arguments with you. He's going to wall off. You're going to be sitting on the couch and you're going to want to get affectionate, and he's going to pull away, and he's going to be going elsewhere after work. He's sitting in the car for 15 minutes before he comes in the drive, not responding to your messages at all, or responding in a flat tone. You are going to notice that this man is going to change. You, my dear, may be able to switch off your sexuality, but men really can't. Because here's the thing about male sexuality. Male sexuality is literally like you've got a sink, as we say in the UK. Do you guys call it a sink in America? Anyway, let's say you got a faucet, right? You got a faucet with water, and there's water coming out the faucet. Okay, cool. The plug hole is plugged, right? So eventually the water fills and fills and fills, and if you don't drain the water, it's just going to bubble over and bubble over. That's what male sexuality is like. It's like it just slowly builds and it slowly builds and it slowly builds. That's like a semen growing in the testes until we have some form of release without getting too crass, and then it all just kind of dies back down, and then we're sane again. But it's also like that in an emotional sense as well, because even if we self-pleasure, that still builds. Whereas female sexuality, from what I've seen, tends not to necessarily be like that. He's building and he's building and he's resentful of you. But more importantly, now you're rejecting him. So he's like, screw it, I'm going to reject her too. So now, how do you feel about your man looking at websites of ill repute? Because it's going to happen, and he will be fantasizing about the women on those sites of ill repute. But then he goes even further, because now this man is going to be like, maybe he cheats with a woman, a co-worker or something, or maybe he starts seeing professionals. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Maybe he starts confiding to the professionals about you. There is no benefit to denying your man sex at all. Now, here's the thing. You go, well, I don't want to do it, Kieran. I'm not in the mood. All right, cool. But two things. Number one, if you're not attracted to this man, why are you with him? Real talk. If you look at this man and you don't go, I want to jump your bones. I want you to jump my bones. Good Lord, you are a sexy piece of ass. If you don't look at your man and think that, then why are you together? Number two, let's assume there's some reason about him that you're not attracted to him anymore. Like, I don't know, he's let himself go or something. Let the man know so you can work on it. You're not doing anybody any harm or any good. You're not doing anybody any good by not telling them. And let's say there's something going on with you. You need to tell him. It's really that simple. So there we go. I do hope that you have gotten some value from this video. I hope so. Yeah, this is a new direction for yours truly, because like I said, I've been coaching men for years, right? For years. But I've always had this calling to talk to women. I always have, and I don't know why. But honestly, it's like there's a part of me that's really fascinated by femininity. I think so. Like, I've got some connection to women. Like, I write novels as well. And the novels I write always have female protagonists. You know, they say male writers are bad at writing women because they make them one-dimensional, and they can't imagine that women will have an inner psychological profile that's not related to men. I don't do that at all. The women in my books are like robust, 360-degree, powerful characters, powerful beings who stand on their own 2 feet, and they don't need no man. Do they have men around them? Yes, they do. Do they have issues with the men around them? No, they don't. But do they need these men? Not particularly. So what I'm trying to say is, I don't know. I'm fascinated by women, and I love you guys. I think you're great. But I don't think you're perfect, and I don't think men are the enemy. So, I'm not here to simp or to pander, but I'm here to like give you insight into the male brain. And if that resonates, then subscribe. I've got a ebook called 12 Secrets About Attracting Men Society Doesn't Want You to Know. The title should tell you everything you need to know about what will be in this ebook. Like if you've listened to this and you've gone, whoa, like he's put things in a way that has grabbed me. I was going to say by the balls, but that wouldn't be the case with you ladies, would it? Grabbed me by, the bosoms and given me something to think about. Well, hopefully my ebook will give you a lot more to think about too. So please do subscribe, slam the notification bell, and also let me know as well. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Do you like this video? Did I insult you? Have I given you something to chew on? I don't know, man. Just like talk to me. Let's get some sort of dialogue back and forth. Anyway, that is it from me. It from Kierey P. Goodbye to thee. As lovely to be here on this day. I couldn't find something to rhyme with thee because I'm not as good of a freestyler as I would like. Ciao.